But here's the house we did today. I'm going to start this little timer here and just roll through this editing. So those are the outside shots that was a single exposure. Here's my bracket, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my preset on it and then just roll through and sync those. And I'm just going to go back and edit these like normally and just kind of show you my process, show you how fast just one house is, and go from there. You can see right here there's a little sun flare on the lens. I think I covered it up better on the next one, but yeah. But we'll roll here in a minute once these pictures sync up, and then we're gonna try to do this and not take forever and get a good product. All right, so presets are done. Just go through and I individually go stack all these groups. You can go in there and compare these to the angles you took, the shots. Tried not to get the dog in this picture. Sitting there barking at us the whole time. But so since there wasn't a whole bunch of awful yellow light bulbs and tan walls, this is not a house that I think I would have to go in there and do an auto blend on the pictures. I'm sorry, not an auto blend, auto white balance. Usually when houses have those yellow light bulbs, there's my window pull shot. We'll go back for that one. Usually when, well, here's a perfect example. This small room, yellow light bulb, tan walls, usually I'll go in there and do an auto white balance on it. I only did 2 shots for that since there's no windows. I did a flash and then 1 ambient. I didn't do a bracket on that. It's just kind of not needed. It might not even be needed for like these bedroom shots either. Like if it didn't have multiple rooms, if it was just like one room, probably wouldn't necessarily need brackets, but this bathroom yellow, I might do an auto white balance on it, merge it. This one too. Okay, I'm just going to run through and copy it over to all of those bathroom shots. Get rid of a lot of those orange and yellows that kind of get enhanced. Yeah. Okay. Down here in the basement, I'm gonna do an auto blend, auto white balance on all of them. And I didn't use flash, so usually with these basement shots, that's typically good enough. to get rid of some of those red, orange, and yellows. And then my preset afterwards will take care of a little bit more of them. Alright, so that's that. Pretty quick. I'm going to go back, highlight all of them, and then just uncheck the non-bracketed shots, and to go through the infuse, make sure the auto align is not checked, pick my folder that I put it into and created this infuse, and then I'm just gonna run those. While that's working, I'm just gonna go to these outside shots. Since they're all pretty similar, I am going to make a adjustment to 1. And copy and paste it over to the rest of them. Get rid of that. Do my profile correction. I'm going to sharpen it a little bit. And then I'm just going to copy that over to those. And I'm going to go through and make sure the verticals are correct. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It doesn't do it correctly, but just gotta watch it. I don't like what it did to that, so I'm gonna manually change that and do the guided. What it did to that either. So I'm just going to change that a little bit. Eye it the best that I can. Here's my far away shot and then my close-up. Focus in a little bit and center it. That I would just kind of show in the backyard and the view. Oops, I didn't copy it over to those. These were a little different, so I'm not going to copy those settings over. This one had some shadows on the front of the house, so I just knew I could probably work with that one pretty well with a single exposure. Do this and then copy this setting over to the next picture. Sharpen it a little bit. That one was my close-up. Fix my vertical. So I just kind of wanted to show the cul-de-sac a little bit. Maybe show the street view some, just so people can see that it's a corner lot. So I'm going to take those, I'm going to export them over. I'm not going to put it in a subfolder. I'm not going to resize or sharpen or limit it because I'm going to do that later. I'm going to put it in a specific folder. And then I'm going to go put it in the folder that the infuse folder where all the other pictures are going to. Okay. Okay, now that's going. I'm gonna go do just the window pull shot. Ooh, there's a big ugly shadow on the fan. I didn't even think of it. See if we can get that out later with the ambient layer. Okay, where are we at here? 10 minutes. I got two screens here, so I am, while that's processing, just to multitask a little bit, I'm getting my email ready for the agent, and I'm getting my two tabs open for uploading the images to the website. So I'm trying to do as much as I can to save some time. Okay. It's almost ready. Okay, here we go. I got a action that auto aligns it and then flips the order of the pictures. Puts my it'll put my window pulls on top. There you go. So I'm just gonna go delete, not delete them, but hide them. Put my mask on there. Put it in lighten mode. I'm going to change my flow up here to 6%. And then I'm just going just to paint in a little bit on those walls. Get my ambient here. See how it looks in luminosity mode. Yep. And then I'm going to paint that in, get rid of the shadow. The fan. Let's get a little natural light coming in. The ceiling up there is good. Get rid of some of the flashy look. Get it looking a little more natural. Okay, now I'm going to go for my window pulls. Change this to 100. I hope the flash was bright enough to not get that smoky look on the railings, which it looks like it did get a little bit of that look. I have to probably manually go in and change that a little bit. Yep, that stinks. Just gonna try to be careful and run them down. It's a big room. I think maybe a stronger Godox would be more helpful. That. See some up there. See a little bit more here. Okay. And then go do the same thing on this one. Be careful to try not to hit the window. Go clean that up a little bit better in a second. A little better. We'll put that back on. All right. And then I think we got one more this side. Try to be a little more careful with this one. Try not to touch the outside of the window inside the house too much. That one looks a little darker than the rest of them. Oh, I didn't even think about doing the window pull in the dining room, but oh well. Okay, so that looks a little bit too dark, so I'm going to brighten it up a little bit. Do that. Flatten it. Save it. Go into Lightroom. It's going to automatically highlight it. Make it a little brighter. And then I'm just going to export it. To the same folder as those that infuse folder. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. I got my whoops. On my other screen. I can't pull all 4 tabs over. Anyway, well, on my other screen I am getting my upload links ready for the realtor to email out to him. Again, just so I'm making most use out of my time. While these are running through Infuse, I can have both of these albums ready just to hit upload on them. Get my email ready. I have a little, I just go into the last email I sent the realtor with the, and copy and paste it over, delete the links, and then just add in the new links for the new listings I just shot. Sure, these are close to finished. See where we're at. There's our window pull shot, flash ambient. See where we're at on time. 20 minutes. This is without a, geez, there's a lot of red in that room. That's without any kind of after bump on it. I mean, it's halfway decent. Looks clear, doesn't look like junky HDR. I mean, it doesn't, definitely not a flash ambient. Great picture, magazine quality, but for MLS and listings, it's not too bad. You got a halfway decent view out the window. I might have to pause this video. I go pick the kids up. Looks like there's the bathroom shots, one more, and then I think it's still got to process 4 or 5 of those basement shots, and then it's done. So anyway, I'm going to go pause this video. I'll pick it up here after I get back with the kids and show you the other round of edits, the after presets that I do. See where my timer is at. 22 minutes, and I'm going to pause the video. So I'm back. Here's the rest of it. I'm sure everything's done infusing, so I'm going to go import those single exposures and the window pull picture that we exported, those, and then there's the window pull. You got to import those. The infused images will automatically show up, but the others that you exported won't. So here's the folder that we're in. I'm going to click that and then click this back, and then you'll see all the pictures. Hi. Love you, sweetie. So I'm going to go to the interiors first, hit my preset, maybe drop those highlights down a little bit, and then I'm just going to go infuse all of them, or highlight all of them, and sync them except for this window pull shot. And then I'm just going to run through, whoops, get my verticals proper. Yeah, bye. You need to help get your peanut butter and jellies first. Did you eat before you went up there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hi, if you're talking about breakfast, yes.
Okay.
Can I?
Yes. Let's do some quick corrections. And get rid of a little bit of this blue. You can't take it out completely because then it'll just make it look a little bit funny. Here, you'll see that was normal, a little bit too much. If you took it out completely, it makes it look like a fake gray, but it's going to get rid of a little bit of it. And maybe get those reds down a little bit too. Okay. Verticals. But you can see in the pictures it doesn't look like that fake grungy HDR look, and I think that's because of the the layer of flash that gets put into it. See a little bit of too much blue in there. I'm going to get rid of some. Better. This one looks blurry. Nope, good. And this is the just straight ambient, no flash, but downstairs in the basement. I'm still going to get rid of some of those blues too. On this one too. Alright, so those are done. I'm going to go to these blends. That's a single, sorry. Okay. I'm going to increase that, drop my highlights. I'm not sure what's going on up there, but strange. Yeah, this is the outside blending, which I'm just not a huge fan of. They just never really look perfect. I'm going to drop down the, that's pretty good. Let's sync those. Make sure my verticals are correct. It's a little bit bright. Oh, I guess it is some sort of grungy mold or something. I don't know.
I change his every week.
Auto. Okay, we'll get rid of my hand there. It's brutal when that sun is right behind where you're shooting. Hey Garrett, can you turn that down for a second, please? I'm gonna get rid of that one because I have those, and then that's it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all those. Oops, I didn't do that one. Oh, looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna grab all these.
There was one that was like.
Oops, I'm gonna fix the verticals in those. I don't think I did that earlier.
It was pretty much like
Okay.
a big.
Sorry, I got company here now, so they're being a little bit loud down there.
It was so
I grab all
ugly.
these in my export settings.
We looked up
Whoops.
William and I before you moved over here.
Export.
We
Gonna put them back in the subfolder, same as the original. I'm gonna sharpen, resize. This one's gonna be MLS. 48
We were
files.
spending a lot of time together, and so we looked up.
Then I'm gonna do one
Pokemon, and I
for
forget
print.
a lot of them, but they were really.
I'm gonna not resize to fit. I'm gonna change that to
Like,
8,000.
Especially
Oh.
what was the one that I was thinking that I was want to say?
Okay, we're at 30 minutes. I'm gonna pull over.
This is lap one.
One of my folders to upload, the MLS size. Okay, we're gonna go next.
Still ahead of you.
You know, while I was sitting there, I put the name in there
Well, he's not.
of the realtor, the address, while I was letting these process. That was the multitasking I was telling you about. Okay, there's all those.
Yeah, that was close. Yes, I am owning the race.
I'm really
Copy. Print size. And then that's it. Done. I would email it if he had sent the payment already, but he hasn't, so we're looking at 37 minutes. All right, hope that helps.